Hello everyone, welcome back to TMR. Before we get started, we just want to talk about the way Bohemian Rhapsody has been, well, the way it hasn't been sitting well with critics. I mean, they've been talking a lot of cuck about this stick.
That's true.
I think one of the critiques against it was that it's a watered down version of events, you know, of Freddie's life and the story of Queen. And I'm thinking, really? I mean, do we really need to see the full-on hardcore events that that happened during Freddie's life? I don't think so.
Bohemian Rhapsody veers away from Freddie's personal life. But like Matthew said, I mean, do we need to know about Freddie getting knighted in the hall?
No, I don't think we do. I don't think we need to. Because I mean, that will detract from the story.
Do we need to see Freddie doing a line of coke?
No.
Or getting Dirk saying?
No, we don't.
And then getting knighted in the hall.
And I don't think we need to see that. Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm Peach.
And welcome to that movie review.
Also known as TMR.
The music of Queen is brought back to life under the surprisingly stable hand of director Bryan Singer. That same bra that took a vieselijke kak on the X-Men franchise with his take on Apocalypse.
Luckily, with Bohemian Rhapsody, Bryan Singer seems to be firing on most cylinders, and he delivers a movie that not only captures the essence of the band's frontman, Freddie Mercury, but he also delivers a movie that captures real raw emotion.
This isn't to say that Bohemian Rhapsody is perfect. Its troubled production saw Bryan Singer leave and him be replaced with Dexter Fletcher, I think his name is, who was brought in to fine-tune it. The end result is a celebration of Queen's finest moments and accomplishments, peppered with personal strife. Another thing this film does well is it showcases how eccentric Freddie Mercury was. He was really out there, he was really crazy, I mean, to the point that he had this huge ass mansion which he stayed in alone. And his cats, who he absolutely adored, he adored more than actual people. Yeah. I love how he phoned his mochi and said, put the cat in the phone, I want to say hello.
Remember, yeah, and he says hello to the cat, and then she's like, I love you.
I love you, and it's like,
he's like, yeah,
that's that.
And he's like, yeah, and why he's busy eyeing somebody's wall.
Yeah, it's like watching some bra. It's like, yeah, that's my fuck.
That's my fuck.
That's my fuck, Mary. Yeah, they love me. Yeah, that's jazz. Put Tom and Jerry on the front.
Bohemian Rhapsody presents more of a celebration of the music of Queen, and thus a sanitized account of what went down.
And rightly so. As we mentioned before, not everyone wants to see the dingy side of their favorite band. Few people would want their debaucherous side to be the focus of their lives, especially when they've done and given so much good to the world. One needs to actually question these critics. It's like, what kind of films do you want to watch if you want to see Freddie Mercury get knighted in the hall?
I mean, there are films that you can watch if you want, if that's your thing. You know what I mean? And
just go on Pornhub, type in man on man.
Here we go.
There you go.
Bohemian Rhapsody does deal with Freddie Mercury's homosexuality and his substance abuse issues, but it's dealt with in a respectable manner, and it's given a cursory glance to show you how he battled and dealt with his personal demons.
Hats off to Rami Malek for not only looking like Freddie Mercury, but capturing all the subtle nuances of his character and giving us, this portrait of a complex man beset with incredible talent and a dreadful fear of loneliness.
Bohemian Rhapsody will have your head bobbing and your feet tapping. While it's not easy to cover years in hours, this is a movie that will provide you with moments of joy, sadness, and sheer exhilaration. Another actor who also makes his way into this film is Mike Myers, and he kind of sneaks his way in as well because he's done a lot of prosthetics and makeup. It's actually more of a nod to Wayne's World because Myers speaks about the song Bohemian Rhapsody, and the joke is actually on him because he says, who will ever want to listen to this? And ironically enough, in Wayne's World, they sit in the car and they jam it.
They jam, him and God, they basically rap the whole thing.
So look out for that.
Oh, Wayne's World, Mario.
Yeah.
Wayne's World, party time, chillin'. Yeah. PJ, set time, please. Give you a score.
Thank you, Matthew. I'm going to give Bohemian Rhapsody 8 out of 10, despite what the critics have said. This is a good movie. This is a movie that will leave you with a sense of joy and happiness when you leave the cinema. It's also got it will also tug at your heartstrings. You might even be inclined to let the big rubbery one down the nose, the cheek, or wherever the fuck that comes from. It's one of those movies, you know, you can see the director Bryan Singer, he's one of those guys who I think, well, firstly, Singer is gay. And I think he strives on dealing with films that deal with people who come out of the closet. Because, you know, that's not an easy thing to do. And this is something that Freddie Mercury dealt with. It's something that the X-Men movies dealt with. So it's interesting that Singer is always tackling these kinds of films, these kinds of issues. But that's near the end of the day. Go check it out.
You simultaneously are in awe of Freddie Mercury, but you can't help but feel sorry for the man. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Just the scenes that, you know, emphasize his loneliness. It really, actually, like you said, it tugs at your heartstrings, and you really feel for this man. I think everybody should go and watch it. If you're a Queen fan or not, it's a really good story and it's told really well. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. So that's it this week for that movie review. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Don't be so, man.